Episode 39. It feels like more and more I'm starting these episodes here on the title screen, which I guess is equivalent to starting in the starting chamber, the entrance hall, which I guess is because I've been trying to end episodes at the end of a day, since you can't save and quit in this game. The final patch, I think, still hasn't released yet. I really hope they kind of add that in. Wishful thinking. I've been kind of floundering about in the past couple of episodes trying to make progress on these realm sigils. We got some pretty good progress with the letters, getting stamps there, but I think there could be more letters that we could go for. We never really guaranteed that we reach the upper limit. Although other than that, while I was reviewing my footage, I did notice I may have made a stupid move, either in the last day or the day before that, I don't remember which one. Because I think I probably have enough rooms noted down to have solved the chess puzzle. What I was missing most of the time was the bishop, which I did get in the rumpus room. I think the time that I got the rumpus room recently, I didn't have enough other rooms or didn't have the information. But while I was editing, looking back at my previous footage, turns out the chapel actually has a bishop in it, so I could have been using that the entire time, and the chapel is pretty easy to get. I have now on this notepad that I'm looking at a lot of different rooms that have pawns, rooks, bishops, knights, queens, kings. Well, other than queen and king, those are pretty rare, I guess, just because those are rare on the chessboard. There's only one on each side. For queen, I have the study and her ladyship's chamber of etc., etc. And for king, I only have the office, which we had all of that last time. We had the king and the queen rooms, the office and her ladyship's room, plus all the other stuff that's pretty easy to get. We had an almost full house. So this episode, I would like to finish the chess puzzle, if I can. Hopefully. Let's just pick that up. We're kind of really high in the allowance right now, so we don't have to worry about drawing the chapel and spending 1 coin. I mean, I guess we could still metagame it a bit, but whatever. I'll consider next time. So yeah, we're just gonna play this room, or this house, this day like normal. No real goal other than A, getting new rooms that we haven't seen yet. Anything that we can do to increase our standing with allowances, or, I don't know, combining items, or just finding out in general more about the realm sigils from what we know, like with maybe the clock tower or something else. Generally things like that. All at the same time, making sure that I have everything on my checklist for the chess pieces, so actually, I only have to play for the queen and the king, sort of. I have to watch out for the study, her ladyship's room, or the office. Definitely the office because I don't know anything else where the king spawns, but if I can get all of those in one run, which is not necessarily a guarantee, then I can check if I have the rest of the rooms for chess. So yeah, let's just play it like normal for now. Hallway? Den's the same as the hallway. And it gets us a gem, so why not? Key 8. This would be nice, actually. Okay, let's do this. I kind of forgot about key 8, but since you reminded me, yeah, I'll take it back. No, retrieve. Hopefully we can make our way to room 8 somehow. I guess whenever we encounter a locked door. Last time we couldn't do it because we unlocked every single door in the house just by doing our new trick, which we've done 2 times, I guess, with Blackbridge. Radiation and the shelter and all that. We do have all these gems, and it does go... No, wait. Maybe it's better to make this a dead end. This only goes in one direction. We can make better use of the drawing room, I think. Let's get our storeroom that gets us 10 more coins. Why do we have the metal detector? When... Oh, right, I forgot. We had that bonus. The pendant, the moon pendant, which lets us start the next day with 2 of the items in our inventory, and the random items that we got are crap. We got the metal detector and the magnifying glass, which isn't too bad. I mean, the magnifying glass is crap, but the metal detector, I guess, maybe lets me catch anything that I might miss, which I don't think I ever really do. Maybe. But maybe there's like a secondary effect where it spawns things in. It would be nice if it did. Can't open that, although... No, we do have like a normal key, I guess. Let's make the breakfast nook, I guess. Yeah. And then let's return to the entrance hall to try to expand on that area. Yeah, we just picked up a key. I thought that key that we had in the upper right was our other key. The, key 8, but I guess key 8 is special. Doesn't, get recorded there. So we're pretty okay on gems right now. We had a bonus of extra gems, not just from the mines, but also something we did yesterday, which I don't remember. Make it security, and I guess we can black bridge right now for the experiment. We can start off early like that. Although no, wait. Do we want to wait on that? I guess we might want to wait on the lab just in case we can unlock every room in the house. Even if we plan to use key 8, we can wait a little bit to use key 8, I guess. Yeah, we don't need the magnifying glass for that. Right, but we can do our normal thing. It's optimal to do this every time, I think, but it's still a pain in the ass to go through it. At least we don't have to connect to the network for this. And then we're gonna have to go all the way back here to increase it to high if we get the key card. Or turn off the thing. This would be another computer. Not that we need that, but... Well, here's the breaker box. This is rare enough that we could do this now, I guess. Is the office more valuable for the coins, though? It could spawn the conference room. We were pretty lucky with the conference room recently, whenever we got the office. We cannot run the payroll thing that spawns things in the servants' quarters, I guess. We're still at the top of the week, basically. Can't believe I have to wait more days for that. What's more valuable to us now? Utility closet near the entrance or office that could spread coins at a later point in time for 2 gems. I mean, the office is rare. We already got security and we turned the security doors to low, so I don't think we have to worry too much about metagaming it with the utility closet. Just make the office. Spend some gems. Oh, right, and this is... Obviously. I gotta remember this better. I needed the office, because that's the only room where I have the king. I almost passed up the opportunity. That's stupid of me. Okay. Well, I definitely have to watch out for her ladyship's chamber or the study. We don't need to touch that right now. So does this spawn the conference room, like every time? No. It might have a heightened chance. I feel like that might have been the case, but who knows? We could make the kitchen. We do have a lot of coins. I would rather make the funeral parlor. We could do that later on, though. Still gotta make our way to the breakfast nook. We could end this in a dead end. Let's just start building towards the funeral parlor now. As we get more and more red rooms, we'll come back here, I guess. It's pretty close to the entrance, so we can find our way. Okay, well there's the chapel, but its position is kinda crap. I mean, we still have the breakfast nook. If we spawn it in as a dead end here, we don't have to go into the chapel itself. And this does help with the funeral parlor. Unfortunately, we're kind of unable to access the funeral parlor easily without wasting a lot of steps, unless we get the gems right now. I think we can hold on to our gems for now and just assume that we'll still have a lot of steps later on. So let's get the chapel. Even if I do want the utility closet for the security thing that I just mentioned. And of course I do need this for the bishop, but... we could have gotten that bishop later at any other point, it's just... oh, whatever. And back here, another key, bacon and eggs for the morning room, plus steps. So. Oh wait. No wait, we haven't encountered any locked doors yet. Okay, yeah, here's a pretty good spot for the drawing room. Let's try to redraw so we get something good. Is that? No. The lighting made me think that was some sort of item. I don't recall if items even really spawn here. I guess not this time, or not any time, who knows. Let's try this first. I wanted to go north, so redraw. I mean, I guess the pantry? Sure. We don't need a full house this time, we're just trying in general, I guess. To get as many rooms as we can for the chests. This does go north, but I'd like a T-shape if possible. The green room wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but let's try to redraw. Okay. The workshop. Yeah, let's do the workshop. I don't know what items we could possibly combine, but... usually an item spawns in here, a coin purse this time. This thing just corresponds to like the letter in the room, right? Actually, I don't even need to check my notes. I know it by heart now. Like, if we count something... I said I know it by heart, but... the last part was, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So... yeah, this would be the R in crack. So that is what that chisel thing is, nothing more. That's not an item, and yeah, I guess the only item was a coin purse. That doesn't do anything. Oh, we can combine these. I'm surprised, actually. Well, sure, let's do it. Maybe they're not useless items after all, if they can be created together. Burning glass? What on earth could you possibly use this for? I guess we're gonna find out. Huh. Does it still work as a metal detector? Burning glass. Can light candles and ignite fuses. Okay. You know, I forgot to walk out to the outer room this time. But if we have this now, it would be nice if we could use that on the dynamite, I guess. Or something? We'd have to carry the dynamite around first, I think. We can't just, like, ignite it in that room, right? Probably not. It probably doesn't work as a metal detector anymore, but... special candles. Okay, well... I did think about those candles in the underground previously. I didn't think this would be the item to do it, though. I'm not sure where else candles could be lit. I'm sure I walked over them at some point, but I don't remember exactly other than the crypt or that one room in the underground, which was like the sigil chamber or something. So either we would get the crypt, the tomb, whatever it's called, or that one shop, the trade post, that gets the dynamite. I feel like the dynamite might need more to work with if we can't just light it in the room, because the prompt that comes up is specifically saying that it's unsafe to carry it or something, which either implies that we light it in that room, which doesn't really make sense to me, or we have to somehow safely transport it to a place where we want to detonate it, and then use this item, which sounds like a lot of work, considering this item is pretty hard to get. Plus whatever item you might need to enter, or to move the dynamite. Let's do this. Still have to explore that other side, the pantry side. I think we'll come back for the outer room when we get a bit more red rooms and we can make use of the funeral parlor. No point in the magnifying... No, wait, we don't even have the magnifying glass anymore. Yeah. But there would be no point for that anyway. Oh, is that... Oh, I thought it was the car keys, but I forgot this was a thing. A genuine lucky rabbit's foot. More items, I guess. That's great for the workshop, I guess. We can also pass by the workshop once we get more items, maybe. So yeah, I think I want the garage here. For the gems and an easy way out of the garage, if we can find another chance for the utility closet. May have shot myself in the foot a little bit, but I'm not exactly ready to return just yet, anyway. For some reason I feel like there was more than just the keys in this here. I guess sometimes there's like an item in this room. But not this time, I guess. Okay. Well, we've got plenty of keys now. Can we combine the rabbit's foot and the coin purse? We can, wow. Should we do this now? This might cancel out the effect of the rabbit's foot. Maybe we carry around the rabbit's foot and come back to the workshop a little bit later. After all, we did lose the effect of the metal detector and the, what was it? The magnifying glass. And we would lose the effect of the coin purse too. Good, this goes to the foundation, I guess. Although maybe this would be better. No, let's just foundation it. Unbelievable. No, wait, I believe it now. I was gonna say, with the rabbit's foot and the increased chance of finding an item in a green room, would have expected an item, and lo and behold, there was one. I think we go to the right first. If we go down this way, we're kind of on the opposite side of the minecart, so we can't exactly... Wait, would the boat be there? I think I have the boat there, on the right side of the lake, hopefully. And it should be the right water level. So we could go around the minecart that way, and make our way to the chamber with the candles and the realm sigil. Maybe we do that now. And we can also unlock the final room while we're down there. Do we even really have to do that, though? The only thing we would get is the crown, which we could put into the coat check if we're done with key 8 on this day. I think it was only 7 steps, and we're kind of okay on steps. We can buy more steps if we get the kitchen again. So I think we might as well just open up that lever. First things first, though. Go ahead and skip this. And around this way. Yep, we can light these. They looked like they were important, so I always thought they could be lit some way. Did these like turn on these? Oh yeah, they became a little bit red down here. So I guess we just light all of them? Could there be something that changes if we only light a certain amount? Well, this did something, so... Okay, there's stairs. I probably should have guessed. I don't know why I didn't guess. With this pattern on the floor. There are still secrets in the basement, not in the location that I would have thought. Oh, it's the abandoned mine. Scripps and Rutherford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 20. Date 7/25/1915. After waiting the better part of 3 weeks for the equipment to be carefully hoisted down the cliffside one piece at a time, the wait is finally over. Today we begin our formal foray into the mountain and begin excavation of the first tunnel. The first of many. This is the first one, huh? To prevent future delays, Thomas Sinclair has generously volunteered to install a freight lift to facilitate both personnel transport. However, after seeing his ornate designs, one can't help but feeling the Baron's delicate taste might better be suited for the ballroom crowd. Regardless of the particulars, I'm sure my crew won't object to riding down to the tunnels in fashionable style. I guess that would be the one that opens up towards the, towards right here. I didn't realize this was a thing we hadn't unlocked. Was there a shadow down there? It felt like there was a guy, like a silhouette or something. I'm sure it just didn't load in or something like that. But yeah, we're back here on the precipice. Well, I guess we'll be back here soon. I'm not sure what this does for me. This opens up an easy way into the underground, other than the foundation. We could take the elevator to the precipice, through this door, to this side of the lake, where we could push the cart if we wanted to, I guess. Or take the boat across. I'm not sure where we want the boat to always be, but it could be on either side. And then what? If we take the boat across, we could enter the foundation, but only if we had the key card still, so that's kind of our gating thing. But you'd still want to explore the lower ranks instead of like entering the foundation. I guess in general it's just an easier way into this side of the underground, but we don't really care about that too much. This might have been helpful like at an earlier point in time somehow. I'm not sure how though. You would have gotten this at any point after getting into the basement. It would have opened up an easier way underground if you had all 4 torches. Got the fountain drain to get here in the first place. And then opened up this place. And then you could undrain the fountain. And not worry about getting down here if you didn't have the basement key yet. I should be going the other way. Back to the boat. It's good that there are all these avenues, but it feels like we're unlocking things that aren't useful to us. And actually I'm spending more steps down here than I planned for the, for just getting the lever. Do I even want to get it? We still haven't really guaranteed we're gonna get our way out. We don't really need the crown today. We can get the crown any day. The only thing would be if we somehow got a key and wanted to make our way down here. But I mean, that would just mean we'd have to save steps now, anyway. That has nothing to do with room 46, I guess. Okay, let's go to the left. And either work our way down or up or something. It's locked. Shall we use key 8 immediately? It doesn't fit. Okay. Where would key 8 go? Is there like a special rule like the garden key? The garden key would fit here. I used to think it only fit on the west side, the very edge, but we do know it fits on any edge. I guess we'll just try every locked door we come across, key 8. Okay, this does go south, and this does help us with the step counter. So what do we need to actually get the extra bonus on the dining room today? The boiler room. The red room. If we can get the boiler room before we get the funeral parlor, that would be great. Shall we eat right now? We can afford it. How many green rooms do we have? Just 2. We could spawn some rooms to the south. We could also just make our way back here when we actually want to buy food, if we're getting low. I think let's just assume that we're going to need more steps and get the club sandwich, a flat 15. Fair enough. I don't think we've run into another item yet. Gotta look out for that. We still have the rabbit's foot. Oh, there's a kennel. Yeah, let's do this. Good for unlocking doors, I guess. If we ever get the shovel. Maybe the shovel always spawns in the kennel? Dogs! They're real dogs. We can't pet them, though. Come on, there we go. This game does have dog petting. If they lean up against the door, I guess, just like this one. Where does that dog door go? It feels like the window is on the wrong side. Kinda funny. The other side should be the green room. Can't actually see Simon's hand. No change in animation there. And no item for us to pick up, it seems. What the hell is this? Cat? Yeah, that's a cat. C-A-T. It's not this. This is something else. It's not the hint for the letter in the room. What could this possibly be a hint for? Is this another one of those image puzzles that I looked up before? Great, we got some reward points. Who cares? Those image puzzles that I looked up half of in the gallery. Could this be like some kind of ding? If it is, I don't know what word you would get and how that word would be useful, so I can't really assume it is. Well, I guess I can just take a picture. Why not? Not sure how useful this picture will be. It's just C-A-N-T and a picture of a cat. I guess there's some significance to the fact that C and A are together and not T. Could it be like... I don't know. I can't think of any way that relates to like a safe code or anything. And if we believe like the room hints, it should all be like dates or something. We could make the locksmith if we want keys. We could make the commissary for items. Items are kind of important right now, because we can combine them. And if we get the shovel, it would be very helpful. We've never used this with a an actual bedroom, but I still want to go for it at some point. Let's see what items are in sale. Let's just get each item. Like each actual item, the salt shaker and the shovel. I'm glad we got this, but we're gonna have to check each door anyway if we can unlock it with the key 8. We don't need keys, we might need gems. We don't want to walk back here, so... I don't know, give me... We could get a few. We don't necessarily need a whole lot of money this run. And we still have the office. And we still have the parlor anyway, where we can get more gems. Do we want to start combining items? I think we make our way a little bit further into the foundation, try to get some red rooms, and make our way back to the parlor, and on the way we can work through the workshop. Or through the garage or something, any one of those. First things first. Doesn't help us unlock, but we get something. A couple of coins. Plus more for the coin purse. This will unlock that other door. I can't think of any reason why key 8 will work better on this door, but... No, it was... Wait, what? Damn it. We can't do this, even though it's a new room. We finally got this room, which I heard about from the lab since like day 2 or something, or day 1. It must be so rare. Freezes your accounts. Coins and gems amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That's great and all, but it's only great if you really want to lock in this stuff for tomorrow. It would kind of double our allowance for tomorrow, but you kind of have to go with the freezer as soon as you see it, and you can't really use your gems on anything else. Well, now we know what the freezer does, but unfortunately, you're gonna have to do this. Okay, more steps and the salt. I think we're probably going to be okay on steps. It's not always going to be useful, the stuff from the shovel. Well, there's a sledgehammer, we can combine for more stuff. If we got the battery... We have the lever, we have the sledgehammer. I think we could make whatever the equivalent of the other shovel thing is. Or we could make the shovel thing again, but, you know, we don't know what the other thing is yet, so we want to find out what it does. Oh wait, did I start digging already? No, I didn't. Okay, let's start looking for locked doors, I guess, with room 8. Key 8, whatever. Still doesn't fit. So yeah, we're gonna exit and I guess we can try the other door. One door for each mechanical room in your house. We've got 1, 2, plus the mechanarium is 3. But that only counts the door that we enter in. We do know that there are like the diagonal rooms for some reason, which maybe have some kind of hidden goodies in them or something. So this wouldn't be great, but it would save us some gems, I guess. We do want to go north. The mechanarium could go north with the 3 doors that spawn in, or it could just go to the south and to the side. I think we need to guarantee the north. Currently. I did it. Okay, so let's start digging this up and let's unlock things. Oh, the dogs are howling. They unlocked the door. Somehow. The dogs dug underground and unlocked the door from the other side for us, I guess. Observatory would be nice for the star, but I don't think we want to spend our gems right now, do we? We're kind of running low. Unfortunately, the only other thing is the corridor, which is a waste of time. I don't want to go back to the parlor just yet. I feel like I don't have much choice soon. Just to save on gems, I guess. We don't really have to worry about saving the corridor for later, though. We have all these keys and we could unlock the entire place if we just get the lab and get an easy experiment. Oh, the planetarium. Well, it's new. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I wasted a step walking in here, but I think we're good on steps, right? So how about it? Can we, like, have fun with it? I guess not. Oh, this is an even more in-depth description of the constellations. I guess I'll take a picture of this. So we're on 17 right now. And yeah, it tells you, like, the combinations of how things would add up. And the second page. Picture of that. Let's actually read through it ourselves. Well, I guess this isn't anything information that I need right now. I'll just refer to the picture if I want to get the observatory, or whatever. So today would be the twins, Farmer's Apple, and Clavis. I forget what those do. I guess I didn't take a picture of that book, but whatever. I think the most important things to us are the Southern Cross, which makes a lot of rooms in the day like go everywhere. So that'd be helpful with 25 stars, and I guess only that. We can't really plan for it on any other day. And anyway, your stars usually only increase one by one whenever you enter the observatory. So this isn't really that useful for planning, I think. It only goes up to 25, but I guess the star counter keeps on going. But, Day 29 has both Diamondus Minor and Major, which I don't remember what they do. I guess they just give a lot of gems, maybe? And then Day 40 is 7 different constellations, which is pretty crazy. Which I guess we'll want a gun for if we ever start raising our star count and maybe want to stop short at 40 or something. And then 50 is a new constellation, which is like weird. I guess it's going to be like something special. That's it, I guess. It's a nice place. Nice enough for a thumbnail, maybe? Maybe like this angle as the thumbnail? Or like this? Or maybe like this? Or just straight up? Like that? Okay. That's enough thumbnails. I hope. How about it? No, key it does not work. Yeah, just use a normal key. Okay, yeah. Wait, hang on. The conference room would be nice. It goes northwards, which is what we want, but we also have the north door already. But then there's the study, which we could use gems to redraw. We don't really have a lot of gems, though. I think probably just gonna go with a conference room. Well, the closet has 4 items. But what if we get something bad, like a dead end if we go northwards, and we need the gem to choose something else? The conference room does help us pretty immensely, I think. I hate to pass up the walk-in closet if we have the workshop. I could go back and buy more gems from the commissary, or just get them from the parlor. I'd hate to spend my steps, though. It's a little bit risky to go north now if I spend this gem, or last gem. Wait, actually, what about the chess pieces? I should be thinking about that. Is the study something for one of these pieces? It is, the queen. We need the study. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot again. The ladyship chamber is really rare, but the queen can be gotten from the study, so we're gonna do this now. Should I even walk in? I guess. We have the steps probably, and yeah, there was an item. We also have a shovel, so are we in that room right now? We are. It's right here. A treasure map to where you're standing. Fantastic. And what do we get? Any moment. Both coins and gems. Well, I guess this helps us proceed to the north. Oh, and the coin purse came in. So I think what I wanted to try here, the reason I took a picture in the previous episode of the morning room, which we also got in this run, I wanted to see, just pulling up my photos here, if the date of the Baron's death itself, because he knew when he would die, could be something, because he wrote the note over here for the upcoming Thursday or whatever, when Simon would approximately arrive, I think, before his death, and if he knew when he was going to die, maybe that became the safe combination. So the newspaper was November 5th, and that was on... Well, I gotta pull up the photo of the calendar too, I guess. November 5th was on a Thursday. And in the actual article itself, they say on Wednesday morning, that's when Herbert passed away, so it would be the day before November 5th. So 1104. Is that right? No, doesn't seem like it. And I'm sure I already tried like the following Thursday, right? 1105? Yeah. Can I just like try all of the possible dates it could be? I think I already tried like October 31st. Yeah, that didn't work. October 31st would have been the preceding Saturday. I think what I tried was actually 1029, right? So, no wait. 1029. No, that would have been, yeah, the preceding Thursday. Then Friday would have been 1030. No. How about November 1st? Damn, clear that. Well, I guess I could have tried that because I was going to get to that date anyway. I'm just trying like all the November dates that were close enough to his death. November 2nd? Oh, damn. Nope. Just clearing just in case. November 3rd? No. November 4th? Nope. November 5th. No. November 6th. I think we're past the date. That would have mattered if I was right about the day before he died. November 8th. No. And yeah, the date we arrived was already the 6th, or the 7th rather. I don't know, let's try Thursday the 12th, I guess? 11/12? No. And just one more the Thursday after that, November 19th. There's no way it's this. There could be no reason it's this. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have to do with his death apparently, or I'm doing this wrong somehow. This is the only clue I can think of though. Him writing about pulling this off before Thursday. Did I take a picture of Anne's message on the computer? I did. But that was November 1st, so I already tried that. Yeah, Anne Babbage's email in the office on November 1st, 1993, it was the one about, the Baron's plans for the weekend or something, which we already entered the dates for the weekend, so... Yeah, I got nothing. This room remains a mystery. We have this, but how can this possibly point towards this safe? 8 dates crack 8 safes. What date for this room? I'll never know. I'll have to find out eventually, but I'm gonna have to, like, maybe look it up or something. Okay. On we go. We can continue north now that we have more gems. Don't have to double back to buy more. Boiler room, not the worst thing in the world. We do have gems too. This does increase our chances of finding a furnace. Ah. Gotta reset that every day. Alright, to the right first. Thank you. Unfortunately, this is the only one that does connect with the boiler room, so we're gonna do it. But we can cheat this room, as we know, a little bit. Because when the boiler room is connected... And again, does key 8 work here? No, not this time. We'll keep trying. Yeah, we can connect to this thing. Which might not be the path forward, but we do know it at least connects to the dark room, so... If it's a dead end, it's probably going to be the boiler room, which we want. Yep, it was the boiler room. Couple of coins and some kind of key. Just a normal key, not a special one. It seems like this is a bigger mold than the key that we just picked up. Could special keys spawn here, but we just haven't been lucky enough yet? Or have I already gotten a special key from it and I forgot? I'm not sure. I think we can turn back for the funeral parlor soon and the rest of that stuff. Let's just maybe get a little bit more red rooms. Not that we really want them. We just know that they're going to spawn a little bit more now. Half our steps, huh? I think now is probably an okay time to redraw. Okay. You son of a bitch. Fine. It's between the archives and the weight room. We can buy food in the kitchen. I would hate for the archives to ruin my run. Let's do this. We're gonna get the weight room. We're going to explore a little bit further. Maybe get a couple more red rooms. And when it seems like we're low on gems or something like that, we can turn around to the funeral parlor. And on our way get food from the kitchen, buy gems from the commissary, and anything else on our way back, I guess. We just have to make sure we don't lose a lot of steps, I think. Which should be fine, we just have to walk our way back to the kitchen. That's not far. Any items? I know items can spawn here. Not today. And that's locked. Great. We can unlock it if we get the closet or the actual key card, obviously. I think we can't do experiments anymore, though. We can't guarantee that we can unlock the all of the doors through experiments if we black bridge into the shelter. This is what happens when you wait a little bit too long. Can't fit. Well, we're okay on keys, I guess. For now. Okay, What do we even want to use the weight room for? Or rather, the boiler room steam for? Why would we connect any of this stuff? Last time we redrew, the archives immediately came back in. This counts as a red room, but we can't continue the steam. If we really want to continue the steam, we could try to unlock the key card door somehow. Let's just do this. I really can't remember what use we would have for steam at this point, other than the furnace, which we already got. Alright, the silver key. Oh, damn it. We unlocked every door before I checked the doors with key 8. Whatever. Haven't gone to the dining room yet. Patio would be nice. We don't have the conference room, unfortunately. I chose to study. But, we are about to walk our way back. It'd be a pain in the ass to check every room we walk into, but if we just happen to run into a room that does have gems, then this is fine, I think. More keys. Probably from the rabbit's foot. Okay, let's check this door before we dig it up. Does not fit. Do we care to use the silver key before we unlock this? Probably better on the aquarium door, which is already unlocked, I guess. Whatever. Nothing was buried, but we did unlock a door. Okay. This will bring us up to 18. I was looking at the number for 17 last time, but I should have realized we only get something for this. Like for the, for +1 of your current counter. Is it worth it to spend a gem? We're about to go back for a gem, so I think so. Yeah. Let's do this. Right now. And I'm calling it. We're turning around, starting around now. Nothing else in the room, let's just get our bonus and leave. Oh great, the sale. Just as we're about to go buy things, I guess I should have waited to buy that sandwich after all. And the slice. A few more steps to make our way back, I guess. Yep, the sales sale. It's come back somehow. And we've got a lot of coins to spend on things. If we got, like, the gift shop... No, it doesn't work on the gift shop. I forgot. We also gotta remember to end our day in the planetarium. Kitchen first. Alright, so what are we buying? Bananas are pretty much free. Chef salad. We do have like 5 green rooms counting the aquarium. And yeah, just 5 rooms. So, wow, that's a lot of steps. Plus salt, I guess. And yeah, give us the bananas, just in case. It's only 1 coin. This is where the salt really comes in handy, I guess. These low amounts that you can get a lot of. Maybe I shouldn't be spending all of these coins. But I mean, everything's on sale today, right? And I guess I did want more gems. Do we need more keys? Probably not if we can just dig up whatever doors are locked and we're still available to use our silver key and the key 8, wherever that might be used. So I think we're just getting gems now. For either rerolls or actually using them for rooms. Keys cost 5 coins anyway, which is kind of expensive. I don't think keys are going to be a limiting factor here. Alright, so let's be quick about this. Yeah, let's stop in the workshop first. So what can we combine? Let's see, does the rabbit's foot combine with anything else? No, just the coin purse. So make it. Oh, make it. We might lose those effects, but maybe we get something better. Great. Doubles all the coins you find. This is what I was afraid of. Because I should have gotten this earlier, before I did all of this stuff, because I was afraid of losing the effects of both things, and this would have doubled the effects of getting all the coins that I got instead of getting 1 more coin for every 2 coins. But I guess we did preserve the effect of the rabbit's foot. I'm not sure if that really helped us get more items, but maybe it did. Oh, I should have checked if the salt shaker combined with anything. I should have checked all the combinations before I removed things from here, whatever. And actually, yeah, we can't combine anything else because we know we need the battery. Okay. Let's see if we can get the battery. First, we're gonna stop by the funeral parlor, I guess. This way. It is a good thing we got all those steps. We're kind of winding our way around and around. Oh, and we should spread while we're here, I guess. You know what? I should have done that while we were connected to the network. Well, we're here now, and we are walking our way back eventually. There should have been gems spread throughout the green rooms, which I forgot to check. Should have checked the morning room and all that. It's only a couple more steps, I guess. So yeah, let's spread those gold. Unfortunately, we lost the effect of the metal detector, so we'll actually have to keep our eyes out for all of these coins. It's a good thing we did this after, like, getting the double thing, though, so that's good. And here. First of all, any coins spawn in there? Should we spend a coin to even step inside? And there's the bishop. Whatever, 1 coin. Coins can spawn here. I guess a gem spawned here. I guess it was worth it. I think they can spawn, like, back here. You know what? I should have walked in here after I was done with the parlor. I just wasted more steps. Okay. And actually, wait. We've had the wind-up key, but we couldn't use it inside the workshop, I think. The last 4 things we could combine were the lever, the shovel, the sledgehammer, and the salt. So I guess the wind-up key doesn't combine with anything. There's no point in trying. Seems like we've got a pretty hefty puzzle on our hand, and Simon is going to have to think this one through. He hasn't even looked at the instructions yet, but he's going to have to rev up those engines in his head or something to solve this puzzle. While he does that, now would be a good time to take a break.